I'm Captain Jon Brett. I'm here with Captain Danny Barrow from GoSnookFishing.com, and we are here in Palm Beach County. We are fishing a spillway, and this is something I'm not really accustomed to on the West Coast, but tell me a little bit about it.
Well, over here on the East Coast, because of all the growth and the building has gotten so out of control, years and years ago, a lot of what's west of town here was pineapple fields, cattle farming, orange groves, and things like that. And through the years, as the stuff that millions and millions of acres have been sold off, they've built all these houses and condos and all this stuff on top of the land. And what's happened is they built all this stuff, and they had to keep one thing in mind, and that's flooding. And what happens is when we get these heavy rains that we've had, you know, for like the last month, now that we're in the month we're in now, west of town, they have to get rid of some of this water. They can't pump it all back out to the Everglades because we're so far, you know, to the coast. We're right on the coast. So what they do is when the water gets up to a certain level, this is all run by computers, and the computer reads the freshwater side, which is the other side of this structure here, and this is the saltwater side. The computer reads the freshwater side, and when those numbers get up to a certain number, these gates say, the computer says open, and these gates open. When these gates open, these snook from miles around come up in here to eat these freshwater.
There we go.
The snook, look at that. So the snook come up in here to feed, as you just witnessed, on a lot, mostly, those were mullet, but they come up in here to feed on the brim, the bluegills, the cichlids, the shiners, and the shad. Freshwater shrimp, things like that. Anything freshwater. To me, I think it's because of the freshwater bait, sweet water. Yep. It's a different taste and bait to them, but for some reason, it drives them nuts. They come up into these places, and they load up and feed. They move around in here and they wait for these smaller bait are going to get pushed through with that current. They cannot, those little bait cannot fight this current.
This episode's Inside the Tackle Box is presented by Head & Lures.
We're going to start off with some topwater baits.
Yeah, what are we throwing here?
This is a Head & Super Spook, and we're going to start off with a rainbow color. When these baits are clicking and it rolls and that sun hits that violet with that olive top with these specks on it, they chew these things up. That's perfect. Now get your rod tip up in the air like that and reel your slack and jig it easy. And just get it shaking like that. All right. That's a perfect cast. You keep doing that, eventually you're going to get crushed.
Well, Captain John got crushed all right. Unfortunately, the lure was bigger than the fish. Captain Danny, on the other hand, put that violet super spook to work, and did so in a big way.
There she is. Top water, baby. Walking that dog. Walking that dog, you smoking thing. She's digging now. Listen, oh boy. This is a maybe, guys. I can't tell you if we're gonna get this guy or not. Look at the pole. Come off that bank, girl. Yeah. She's dogging me. Yeah. God, this is a nice fish. This ain't your average little snook right here, guys. No, it's a small one. Well, she fought with a lot of heart. She's fighting like a 25-pounder. There goes that. That's favorite sound right there. There she is. Girlfriend, you got heart. Look at that. The lure's not even in her mouth. She hit it. She slapped it up against the wall. All right, girlfriend, I got to bring you back. I do not want to harm a snook. Should be all right. I just got to bring her back to life. Wow. Small snook. That's why it felt like such a big fish, is because of the way I had her hooked. Okay, that one's in the gristle. That one is deep. She fought like a big fish. Girl, you wore me out, you little skinny thing. She feels like she's laid all around. What a gorgeous fish, though. Look at her just digging. Just digging. Them big fish just dig like that. There you go. There it is. Oh my God, look at that snook. Let's have a look at a pretty fish. Come here, girl. Golly. Strong. There's a nice little fish. I guess about 15, 16 pounds. Sweet. Sweet spillway fishing.
Since Captain Danny took Jon to school in the topwaters, he decided to switch over to some liveys in hopes of sticking Captain Dan's elusive Snookzilla. Turns out it wasn't such a bad idea.
There it is. There was a thump. There's a thump. There's a thump. She's beating it up against the wall.
Yeah.
There. Look. You see her? Yeah. She just threw that bait 15 feet.
That is.
Yeah, that was sick. Ha-ha. There we go. That a boy. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. There we go. Get on him, brother. That a boy. You can work.
That's a nice one.
That's a nice fish.
Yeah, oh
You
yeah.
gotta love it, brother. You gotta love
Well, it feels pretty heavy.
Just take your time with it. She's got all that current. Keep her head up.
Yep.
She's down in there right now, surrounded by rocks covered with barnacles and oysters, and it's nasty down there. Nice fish, bro.
Thanks, man.
Nice fish.
Yeah, she didn't hesitate on that pilchard. Yeah. She's trying to get me up. She had me on a rock. You know? Oh yeah.
There you go. You got her in the front of the boat.
Oh, that's a nice
Nice
little
fish,
snook.
bro. Look at
That's
her
a
go.
nice little snook.
Now listen, if she goes under, we're gonna go under with her. It's a guaranteed catch.
All right.
Nice fish, brother.
Up.
There you go. Go under with her. Just take the whole rod and reel. Go under. Go back to the boat with her. She's your fish now. She's your fish, bro. Go to the boxes. Up on the boxes. Yeah, buddy. There you go.
All right.
Sweet baby. This is where it hits the fan, bro. Right on. And what you do? Whoa, what a fish. Easy, easy.
All right, I got you. I got you. I got you. Oh man, that's a fish right there.
That's a fish right there, buddy.
All right.
Come on,
Let's
back
get
around
him
this
over
side.
here.
What a gorgeous fish. Easy, easy,
Here we go.
easy. I don't want to go. I don't want
Yep.
to.
No. We're good. Just take her. I'm not horsing her.
You'll know when she comes out. She's almost ready. Hang on. Easy.
There we go.
Easy. 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 What a fish, bro. Well, that's a fish there, bro. What's that? Well, I'm going to let you do the honor.
Wow.
It's your fish. You got to show that fish. Woo, buddy. Get a grip.
Oh yeah. All right.
Get a good grip. Stand up with her, brother.
Oh man.
Now that's a spillway snook.
That is a snook right there.
Fresh out of the ocean right there.
That is a
Fresh out of the ocean. Good job, man. Look, you even got cut, man. You're bleeding, you're having fun. Just take your time. Don't get in no hurry.
No.
That right there made all this worthwhile.
Damn.
That made 3 hours of getting bait worthwhile, guys.
That is a
That
beast.
is gorgeous fish. You know what? Can I get a photo?
Yeah, let's get a photo.
I got a camera.
Here we go.
Big brother Jon.
Oh man.
Dude, what a nice job. Hop up on that deck. Go down on one knee.
Yeah.
Just like that.
There we go.
That's the stuff, dude. This is what dreams are made of right here. I'm gonna get a couple of you.
Yeah.
Nice fish.
Thanks, man.
One more and then you're home free, right there.